Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Bring the noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first edition of Wildcard Cinema in the year 2026. We're in the future, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
You know, it's the first time I even realized that we're in 2026 the entire day. I'm like, it's New Year's Eve today, right? Wait a minute.
Nope.
No, that was last night. Wait a minute.
That was last night.
As long as tomorrow's Friday, that's all I know. Whatever.
Yes, tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. Well, for us, for whoever's watching this, tomorrow's not going to be Friday because this is probably coming out on Friday. Yeah, we had a little snag. We weren't able to record on the regular Monday, so we're making up for time here, but that's no problem. But yeah, welcome to Wildcard Cinema here on the Full Circle Radio Network. I'm your producer, JJAlexander. Joining me and my illustrious co-hosts, as always, Mark and Greg. Gentlemen, how's it going on this amazing cold New Year's Day?
I'm freezing.
Yeah, it's. I myself went for a 1.5 something mile walk through a frozen golf course today, and it was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the computer. It's 15 degrees.
Yep.
It's about 27 when I was out there, but you know, I was bundled up, had a lot of layers on and stuff. But
Yeah, I had to go into work this morning, 6:30, right after a snowstorm. No plowing done.
Oh.
So of course I slid off the road into a fucking snowbank.
Oh, geez. You okay?
Yeah, everything's fine, but hell of a way to start your new year.
Wow.
I guess it's an appropriate way to close out a week that has been shit storm after shit storm.
Yeah.
For me. So
Yeah.
but you know, it is what it is. What am I gonna do? Cry about it? You know.
So what?
I'm way too cool for that.
Was it the roads in Southington that weren't plowed? Because I heard the plows outside my house like all night.
Yeah, from Plainville into Southington down onto Mount Vernon Road. No plowing at all. No side roads, no main roads.
Plows
Nothing.
are out in full force here, man. I tell you, our new mayor is on the fucking job.
Yeah, it's about time, right? You got a good mayor.
Yep. Wonderful time. But yeah. So yeah, we're officially in the new year, and we're in the smack dab middle of our season. Yeah. So yeah, we're a blind draw movie review podcast here. If you're finding us on YouTube for the first time, or if you're one of our new viewers finding us on Odyssey, welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Still looking for somewhere else to host an RSS feed to get us back on, get the channel back on stuff like, Apple and all that shit, because Spotify are a bunch of twats. So that's still a work in progress, but at least we've got a couple of platforms in the meantime. Yeah. So I really shouldn't be drinking coffee this late at night, but I just don't care right now.
I was just about to ask, what are we drinking?
I'm drinking my vanilla creme brulee coffee.
No DUBBY?
The Dubbies for later.
Oh, okay. Greg, how about you?
Water currently, I will be popping a bottle of wine at some point during the next 90 minutes or so.
We'll have the Cabernet Sauv.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm drinking Cabernet Sauvignon right now, currently out of my Star Trek mug.
Are you caught up on Stranger Things, Mark?
I don't watch that show anymore. I stopped after season 3.
Wow. But the finale was.
I'll never know because
Was,
I don't like that show. I did. I loved the first season. The third season was all right.
Second season was its low point.
The third season was all right until the fucking never-ending story bullshit. The song where they duet, and I was like, nice season, but I'm out.
Joe gave a nice callback to the finale with the pronunciation of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yep.
Oh, that's a reference.
Yeah.
Again, I will never know.
It was very good. It was a beautiful send off. I'm sad that it's gone, but and that the thing was, right because it was New Year's Eve and we were waiting for it to come out at 8 p.m. I finally broke down and watched the last 2 episodes of Big Mouth because I was holding off on that. So now, that's 2 series I finished on the same night.
Oh,
it's like, oh.
I still have that whole season to watch. So,
Big Mouth.
Yes,
it was good. Did you watch Human Resources?
I did not.
Watch Human Resources before you watch the final season of Big Mouth, just because there's side characters that show up and you'll know more.
Oh, really? Yeah. I kind of liked that they were separate shows.
Well, no, I mean like the love bugs and stuff, like you see them in Big Mouth.
Oh, I mean,
like the other hormone monsters and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I liked it. There wasn't. Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
I'll watch it. It'll be quick enough. No problem.
Fun. It's a fun show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we at? And now I just got to wait for The Boys in June. It's going to be the final season of that. Man, 2026.
Really?
Yeah.
Lots of things ending.
Well, there's going to be a Boys spin-off series. I just don't know what it is.
Oh,
another spin-off besides Gen V. They're not
just let a good series be. Just let it be over.
Yeah. Well,
I just read that Finn Wolfhard is going to be in a new season of It Welcome to Derry. No. Why?
Because
they're doing 3. They were going to do 3 seasons of that from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. That was always the plan. 3 seasons in the 27 years going backwards.
He is an adult. How is he going to play a little child?
He's not going to play a child. He can play it. The whole thing with Welcome to Derry is if you watch what do you call it? If you watch It Chapter 1, there's the girl that plays Betty Ripsom. She gets killed. At the beginning of It Chapter 2, Betty Ripsom is one of the bullies that beats up the gay guy. And then in Welcome to Derry, there's a scene where it's the chick that played Betty Ripsom, and it's the whole thing of, and no one who dies in Derry ever really dies. So it's not like he's not going to be playing a kid. He's probably going to be playing an adult doing something during one of the other things, and that's just going to be the connection of people in Derry. I'm fine.
Yeah, they could just. I don't know. I was not impressed with Welcome to Derry.
Really? I fucking loved it.
I'm only halfway through, and I think it's leagues better than the fucking movies. Leagues better.
Due to its popularity, Muschietti might actually get to release the 4.5-hour cut of Chapter 1 and 2 with all the shit he didn't get to put in together.
What, that he's been bragging about for the last decade and a half that never came to fruition?
Yeah, because it's like the Snyder cut, dude.
I like the first movie.
I'd like it.
I like the first movie, but I didn't like the second movie, and I don't like the show. Problem with the show, I gotta be honest. The main problem with the show, aside from the most interesting character being not from it at all, it looks fucking terrible. The CGI makes it look so bad that it doesn't look like it's in the past. So you think you're watching something current, and I don't know. I don't know. I think I
Stockholm syndrome. I'm starting to really, really love shitty CGI. I look forward to it. If the number one criticism of a TV show or a movie is that the CGI sucks, count me in.
Well, there you go.
Man,
I mean,
I feel like the next episode of Cinematic Jackass, we should watch Bad CGI Gator.
I still like Skarsgård as Pennywise.
Yeah.
So.
Hell yeah.
I mean, listen, it has its good things, but I didn't like it overall. But whatever.
I was happy with it. But yeah, anyways, we're way off topic. We're supposed to be reviewing the movies that we pulled, and we're talking about TV series. I usually have to save that for other stuff. But yeah, so let me just jump into the rules of how we work things here, and I'll hand that over to Past JJ for us to handle all that, because I'm gonna drink my coffee. We have a total of 11 episodes in the season. Every episode features reviews of 3 distinct movies, one from each of our 3 panelists. That means every week you're getting 3 different perspectives and 3 different films to analyze and dissect. Before the beginning of the season, each of us has written down our movie selections on slips of paper. Those slips went into our own personal containers, a chalice, a crystal skull, whatever was handy. At the end of each episode, we each make a blind pull from our stash, and those 3 pulls become the movies we'll review on the following show. The films we review today were chosen at the end of episode 5. When we make our pulls, we all have to keep a straight face. No tipping your hand, no smirks, and no groans. Just a straight up poker face. That way, nobody knows what to expect until we sit down to review on the following episode. Now, the reasoning behind our movie choices can be just about anything. Maybe it's a film we think deserves more attention, or one we feel was overhyped and overexposed. Maybe it has an elaborate story behind its production. Or maybe, just maybe, it's a movie one of us absolutely hates and wants to vent about it to the group. Each panelist has their dealer's choice on when they make their reveal. Before the discussion starts, the dealer may show or hold until everyone else has weighed in. And then there's the show's namesake. Mixed in with those slips of paper is one that simply says wild card. If that gets pulled, the panelist gets to throw in a movie that wasn't part of his original lineup. Think of it like the river card in poker, or a sideboard card in tabletop gaming. That one unpredictable element that keeps everyone on their toes. As of episode 5, there are still 2 wild cards in play for the season. The one solid long-standing rule is that every movie has to be available online, whether on a streaming service or video on demand, so anyone watching can track it down and watch it at their leisure afterwards. So let's begin the fun. And from this point forward, spoilers ahead. All right. So, dictating by the order we've gone through the last few episodes, I believe it's my turn to go first.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So, the film that I pulled for this episode is 2006's Gamers.
For the last 23 years, they've lived life to the fullest.
A lot of elves die, but not that many elves really truly live.
In the fantasy world, Monterey Media proudly presents a movie about the world of gaming.
I used my bastard sword and attacked those filthy f***ing kids. They're just orc babies.
Yeah, babies with dark vision. Babies with a base land speed of 30 feet.
Freaking hilarious.
Your young babes have been slaughtered.
Dude, that's my wall.
Funnier than Knocked Up and Superbad combined. Their jobs are horrible.
Okay, what's the next kid's name?
It's Dick.
You serious?
A much funnier and meaner Napoleon Dynamite.
Wake up, Dick. God made a brand new day. Mornings with my little dick are the best part of the day. I love Dick.
Their love lives are non-existent.
I enjoy 10-level magic, you say, because the charm spell you have cast over me has made me lose my safety rope.
They'll go where no man has ever gone or even wanted to go before.
We're gathering sperm from one retired thoroughbred for use in breeding with another thoroughbred. Looks like he got you there a little bit, huh?
This film delivers a truckload of laughs.
This is where I live with my parents, but that's just temporary, just till they die.
4 stars. Excellent.
I took my first cousin Pat to prom. You know what? You know what I got? Food. I got a mouthful of food.
A-. Featuring Beverly D'Angelo.
Mom, you smoke?
Only after sex.
Kelly LeBron.
Have you ever had an orgasm?
X right now, Count?
William Catt,
This sucks all on you.
John Hurd
Do I need to say this in Elvish or something?
earns more experience points than 10 Happy Madison productions. On May 6th, prepare to be offended.
No, I'm napping.
Really offended. Gamers,
For the big 23rd anniversary game, I went all out and I had Stephanie design an authentic wizard robe and hood for the game.
available on DVD everywhere May 6th.
You sure it's not too pointy?
No, you look grand and pure.
Okay. Released in 2006, Gamers was written and directed by Christopher Folino, starring Kevin Kirkpatrick, John Hurd, Beverly D'Angelo. It had a budget of $180,000 that was primarily crowdfunded. It did not get a theatrical release widely. It was dropped onto DVD. The synopsis is, Gamers is a comedy about the lives of four slacker friends and one obsessive interloper living at home. With my parents, it's just temporary till they die. Working in the real world, but playing in a fantasy world. Obsessed with a role-playing game called Demons, Nymphs, and Dragons, these gamers are the subject of this mockumentary.
What's it going to be?
Dealer chose us to show.
Okay.
This is my newest fucking obsession.
Werther's Originals?
Werther's Original Caramel Popcorn. CBS.
Sounds like a game changer to me. I'm going to have to try it.
It is, because it's great, but like you only need to have a few and then you're like, I'm stopping. Because you get the itis.
I'm feeling some diabetes coming on.
Exactly. So, I chose this movie because I have found myself suggesting this so often to so many different people, especially friends that play RPGs and tabletop and all that stuff. I've dropped this. I have friends that play D&D who I've been trying to get together to watch this movie with for 5 years now. I've been bringing it up and we can just never figure out a date. I discovered this film completely on a chance when I was managing Hollywood Video. It was one of the selections that, I was just like, oh, okay, I haven't seen this. No expectations of it whatsoever, even though like it had all these great reviews on the cover, which, by the way, I own the DVD, which is the only way you can get it. It never got a Blu-ray release. That's why it's only in 480p. But yeah, when it comes to satire, when it comes to raunchy comedy, and just the one-liners in it, like I still think it holds up. And for a movie that was made for $180,000, that when you look at the people who are in it, you know that most of that money went towards getting the cameo people for a day.
And the soundtrack too.
And the soundtrack, yeah. I thought it was great. And plus watching it this time, I decided to finally go down a rabbit hole because I was like, did these guys ever do anything else? And I found out that they did a lot of stuff that I was like, holy shit. So I'm glad that this wasn't like a one and done for these guys. And I'll get to like the trivia later. But yeah, that's the I love this. I think it's hilarious. And I know like some of the shit in it doesn't age well, but I still think it's fucking hilarious. So y'all can have at it. Of course, I kind of already know Mark's thoughts on it.
How would you know?
Because I showed this movie to you years ago and you were fucking quoting it.
This movie?
Yeah. You used to crack up about the fucking Auschwitz line.
Mark has to go first in this case.
Don't. No. Greg, you need to go. My number needs to be jogged.
I specifically remember you dying of laughter when it shows the security camera footage of the DMV with the two people. Auschwitz, you have cut in line. You were dying.
Really?
Well,
I'll admit that was one of the laughs in this was just the sincerity of the Auschwitz. And this fucking crazy ass character who unfortunately we didn't get to see a lot. He was my favorite character. Greg, please go. Please, you have to go. My memory needs to be jogged, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was solid. Mockumentary, more amusing to me than laugh out loud, although there were a few things that definitely hit me. Right away, actually, the Mexican Ronald.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a kick out of that. So as the credits are rolling, the opening credit screen, I'm like, this is the definition of low bud, and then I saw Beverly D'Angelo and Kelly LeBrock's name, and I'm like, what the fuck? And $180,000 doesn't even seem like enough to get them to show up to do it, let alone the whole budget of the movie.
Yeah,
so
right. Like,
I don't. What did they say? Like, Kelly will give you $5,000 to shoot one scene. I don't. It's
because like weird. You can tell too, like the scenes with her, like she's not on screen with any of the other guys, so you can tell like she just like shot them in front of the door, and except for that one outtake with with the guy that played Reese, who was one of the writers. Like,
it seems like Heard is the most in the movie, like with the actual other actors. Which again, I mean, I don't understand how you even get him for less than like $50,000.
Right?
I think he was working for scale a lot during the. I mean, he did the fucking first Sharknado movie on scale for scale.
That's crazy too.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, so when Joe read the title and I sat down to watch the movie, I thought I was seeing a different gamer movie. This not
there's a few gamer movies that
not Tamer, not RPG tabletop. Right. I did think they used a very clever way to be able to say D&D the entire movie.
Pretty calling the game, what is it, Dragons and
Demons, Demons, Imps, and Dragons.
Yeah.
It's pretty good legal way to get around it. So I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just let it wash over me, and like I said, I was more amused than laugh out loud. I think the funniest line in the movie they put at the end of the trailer. Why the fuck would you do that? But okay. I really laughed my ass off when she said that line. The 20th anniversary CDs the guys have on the wall as posters, it made me laugh. It was just like a lot of like random things that I just I laughed about. I thought Reese was the best character after seeing it. I actually watched it almost 2 times just because I wanted to sort of, I don't know, see if I was like missing any comedy that I didn't get the first time around. I actually thought the opening credits were really low budget the first time, and then when I watched them the second time, I thought they were actually really creative. Probably part of it looking low budget, as you said. It's only in 480p, but I don't know if they, a lot of movies around that time period were shot on digital video that ended up being so low resolution you can't upscale it anyway. So like
but
there's
one of the things about a good comedy is that it kind of transcends the visuals.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, I mean, you watch Clerks today. It's shot on black and white. It doesn't look particularly great, but it's a hilarious movie. So
I think the only embarrassing thing is the chipper, the bad CGI parrot.
Yeah,
but still, like, I think that's the charm of it.
Yeah. So I thought it was solid. I don't, tell me if I'm wrong here. I had one note I wrote down, and I don't even know what scene it was in this movie, but did one guy just reenact the Star Wars prequel scene where they slaughter the kids? Am I missing? Was I missing something, or am I even just?
I think you're thinking about the dude with the sword, and he's just like, "I slaughter all the child orcs."
Yeah, was that a parody of or a callback to that, or was that just something vaguely? No, okay,
it was just vague. Yeah, because they filmed this in 2004, so
okay,
it was before. It was before fucking Revenge of the Sith.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, I mean, I don't know. did I say this already? I ended up thinking Reese was the best character after I kind of watched it a couple, time and a half or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good attempt. Like, I could see this being a person's first or even a student film, and coming up with something better afterwards, because there's enough creative things here that
there's talent on display.
Yeah, there's talent. Like, you could definitely keep working at it and have something really pop, something really hit. So yeah, it's pretty good. Over to Mark.
I still have no recollection of ever seeing this. I will be honest. So, where do I start? I love scrappy, low budget comedies. Like, that's one of the reasons I picked, I think, was it last season? I picked Dance of the Dead.
Yeah.
Because I really like low budget comedies that you can tell the people behind the camera, the writers and the act, like they're onto something. Like they know what's funny. They've got some talent, and it's like a springboard. Like, well, let's see what else you do after this. And so I have admiration for that. And there's a lot of stuff in here about like cable access, and like Joe and I have a history about that. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I kind of see where they're going from. I really didn't laugh that much. I felt a lot of the jokes were kind of juvenile, and
that was the point.
Like, even like predictable. Like every scene, it was like, oh, here cut to something. I can kind of predict what's about to happen. Like the guy's like, oh, that time I went to and did the announcing for the Italian festival or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's going to say something offensive, and these Italian guys are going to turn like mafia and kick his ass.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then there's just like the guy who like collects horse semen for a living. It's like, oh yeah, he does it. He's not licensed veterinarian, but we give him the job because he can do it really quick. And he comes out and he's got sperm dripping off his face, and he's like, oh, I guess you got a good shot. Like, could have used, I don't know. I laughed twice during this, and maybe this is one of them, and maybe it is because I have seen this before and it was like sense memory or laughter memory or something. But the Auschwitz joke with the guy in line, I love that guy. I wanted him to be the main character who just like can't control his fucking. He's just like every little conflict, he rips out his own sword and like stabs the wall. I thought that was great. Why wasn't he a bigger character? And the other time I laughed was when John heard, he's like, oh, what are you guys here playing your game? What's it called? Wizards and Lizards. I thought Wizards and Lizards was a funny like shorthand for like Dungeons and Dragons. I thought that was funny. There's like the acting in this. Some of the this is an independent film, but I could have sworn these guys are like professional actors. Like they're doing a really good job. Like it feels like almost like you're watching scenes from The Office almost sometimes. Like they're really good at the mockumentary and the characters and stuff. I just felt it was a little bit juvenile. But I'm really glad I watched it, apparently again. And I love stuff like this where it's like, even if the end product I didn't really feel satisfied, I love the spirit of it. And I love that people can get together and make their own film in their own style of comedy, their own style of filmmaking, even though it's kind of a Christopher Guest kind of thing. But it's not, Christopher Guest didn't invent the mockumentary.
Right.
So I really have to give it a lot of points for just being a pretty good, like, low budget indie comedy. These guys were giving it their all, and the end product was decent. It was good. Like, it was decent. I didn't love it, but man, that's a lot. It's hard work to make something like that in the first place, let alone make it funny.
Yeah.
you know. So I have a lot of respect for it for that.
Yeah,
it's sort of a quote from a movie podcast I listen to. They say it's nearly impossible to make a movie, let alone a good one. So
yeah,
so,
yeah, like even like seasoned filmmakers, seasoned professional filmmakers will tell you the fact that any movie gets made is a goddamn miracle. There is so much working against you, and these guys did it. And hey, man.
Yeah. So, and one of the things I love, because it's a really bare bones DVD. There aren't really like fucking special features. There's like a couple casting reviews and stuff, but the main menu, the DVD menu, and this is one of the things I miss, like, you know, stuff like this. The main menu of the DVD is literally just a coffee table with a picture of Blasini and the answering machine. And so the second you boot it up, you hear leave a message after the beep and have a good day unless your name's Reese. And if you let it play, it's just all of those messages Reese kept leaving. Sorry that I didn't call you a piece of shit before, you hardcore man fucker.
Yeah, that guy reminded me of like almost of Will Ferrell at times. Like he was trying to do a Will Ferrell, but
I always compared him to like the alternate dimension Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, and so in my views of trying to figure out, like, you know, if these guys did anything extra.
Yeah.
So Fellini, Christopher Fellino went on about 8 years later. He made another movie. And it's a movie that I haven't watched yet. But I remember downloading it years ago. He made this movie called Sparks, which is a masked vigilante movie, like, you know, came out around the same time as like Super and Defendor.
Oh.
Yeah. So he made it, and it's got like really high reviews. And in it, he wrote and directed that one as well. And he brought back William Catt. He brought back Sherwood, he brought back Rinker, and he brought back the guy that played Reese. Like, they were all in it. And in a nod to it, Reese's character in it, his name is Blasini.
Yeah, you left off one person he also brought back. My favorite person in gamers, the chick from high school.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yep.
I was a big fan, let's just say.
Yeah. Also, and here, like, watching it this time, you know, because I'm just checking, I'm like, who does? I didn't even realize this. The guy that plays Fernando,
yeah,
he was the bartender in How I Met Your Mother for all 8 seasons. He was the bartender in Clarence.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy that's like, giving you the keys.
That makes sense that these are like professional actors, because the acting really was one of the stronger things about that. Like, these guys knew what they were doing. They weren't just like a bunch of amateurs in a room like trying to improv. Like, they were good.
Right. But yeah, Reese doesn't have a lot of, like, he's done like bit part. The guy that played Reese, he does bit part acting, but he's done more writing. He was one of the writers on Inside Amy Schumer, and he was also one of the people that wrote Trainwreck, the Amy Schumer, Bill Hader rom-com.
Oh,
no.
And he had a bit part in it as like a waiter. Like,
hey, have you seen this movie, Sparks?
I have not. I still haven't gotten to it. That's why.
I'm looking at the poster. I'm looking at the poster, and it says based on the graphic novel. I assume that's just a joke.
I'm not sure, because
I'm looking at the writers. I don't see any actual writer of a graphic novel credited. I think that's just a joke on the poster. But
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a bunch of them got back together for it, and so I was like, oh, okay. I was happy to see that these guys did other stuff. And I just, like, going back through it this time, I, like, you know, just wrote down a couple of notes. I said I need a secondary movie where we follow the Ronald convention.
Hey man, I thought the Ronald thing was really funny.
Oh my god, it still fucking cracks me up, man.
That was my highlight.
Just the second the horn. Oh god. I actually did a count because they said, like, he's videotaped everything. That would come out to 9,296 blank tapes.
Oh.
Like, holy shit. Like, where would, like, oh my god, yeah. I love that. Like the little thing, like the Chiron during the cable access stuff, that spelling bee is spelled wrong. I said Reese is everyone on Twitter.
Oh boy.
And then it's still every time he has the meeting with his boss and it's William Cat, I'm just like, believe it or not, he's Reese's boss.
Was that? Do you guys think that was a wig, or do you think that was his real hair?
That was his real hair, because I saw him at cons during that time, and he had grown out his hair.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because he was like always doing Monster Mania at the time. And he's talking about doing franchise mode of Madden, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm selling hot dogs for $9 a pop." I'm like, "Hot dogs at $9 a pop? Wow!" Like, that seems like a lot back then, and now, like, I don't think you can get hot dogs for $9 a pop at a major league game.
Nope.
Like, damn. Like, just shows how the times have changed. I said, yes, the Dick song is the lowest of hanging fruit, but I still laugh.
That's where the movie almost lost me. Was with the Dick song.
It's so freaking juvenile, but I love it.
It's so juvenile.
Especially just because of the payoff at the end.
Right.
Chandra Fikar. Ha! I got you, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, there's some clever writing in here. This is one of those movies that, like, this is why I wanted to do this podcast, was because, like, to see stuff like this. Apparently I have seen it, but I never would have seen this.
I never would have seen it again.
Honestly, I do not recall.
This is literally the DVD you borrowed.
Really?
Yes.
Oh boy, I gotta stop drinking all this wine, man.
It's another ringing endorsement to get Mark to make a Letterboxd account so he can bring it back up and say, "Oh yeah, wait a minute, I did see that."
Thank you for reminding me of that, Greg. Because there's one thing I always forget to do and tell people. Down in the description, there's a link to our Letterboxd list of every movie we've ever reviewed on this show. Like, it's there every time, and I always forget to mention it. Oh God. What he's when he's sitting there with the dude who's doing the werewolf role playing game in the restaurant, I said, this is like, and this is the thing, is like, if you get people who actually game to watch this, it's way more like, it's funny. It's even funnier when you're like further into that circle. Like, when he's sitting there with that werewolf dude, I'm like, this is how people who play Vampire the Masquerade actually act in public. I'm like, I have fucking seen it. I'm like, this is not an exaggeration at all.
Yeah,
like, it's the fucking truth.
I think this movie definitely would play a funnier for people who know this world clearly. So
yeah, and the one line that it still gets to be when there's a knock at the door near the end, it's just like when it's Fernando's girl showing up and there's a knock at the door, they're like, it could be swingers or midgets, and then he turns, he goes, it's never cheerleaders or hookers with us, is it? I'm like, that was a good snap. Yeah, and like the only other note I had here was indie film website Indie Film Nation and bumscorner.com named Gamers the best film of 2006. It also received the award for best screenplay at the 2006 Melbourne Underground Film Festival. And yeah, it just didn't get a theatrical release. It got dropped to DVD, but thank God for Hollywood Video, because they couldn't find this at Blockbuster.
Got some more synergy on another episode going today.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think I might have to add some things to my list for next season or for my sideboard in this season. But yeah, that's all we got on that. If you are interested in watching Gamers, it is currently available on the Internet Archive and on YouTube. Links for that are both below. Yeah, it was, I uploaded it to the Internet Archive because that was like before we even started the show. I uploaded it there.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
just because it was you couldn't find it anywhere, and I was just like, I ripped the DVD, and I was just like, boom, it's going up.
Oh.
Like, because I've suggested this to a lot of people, like especially like when I get together with people from Fables, and I see I'm like, you need to fucking sit here and watch this. I'm like, go fucking smoke your fucking your fucking laffy fucking wacky tobacco and pop this on and enjoy yourself.
There's another. It's not a mockumentary. It's an actual documentary about people who do role-playing games, and I love it. I have a DVD copy of it. It's called The Dungeon Masters. I highly recommend that as well because it's not written. It's a straight up documentary and it's pretty bonkers, but it's really it's really good. It's really worth a watch if you're into that stuff. I've tried tabletop role playing stuff. Never been super into it. Joe, our friend John, he does a campaign and stuff, and they invited me in to do that, and it was fun in a lot of ways, but in another way, it was like way too many rules,
right?
Way too much shit you have to know.
That's why I stopped playing Magic 20 years ago. Like,
right, and it's like
adding shit.
You ask people like, "Well, what am I supposed to do here?" And they're like, "Well, you could do A, B, or C." And I say, "All right, I'll do B." And they go, "Oh, no, you don't want to do B." It's like, how am I supposed to play a game like that?
Right.
But I appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. The work that goes into it, the talent, and like people, it's really a way for people to like unlock their imaginations. And I love that. It's just not necessarily my cup of tea. That's
right.
all.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, but if you, like I said, if you have friends that are gamers, like watch this. Like the closer you are to that bubble, the funnier it gets.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Yep.
So yeah. So before we move on, now is the time I can pay the bills. A new year means new goals, new routines, and let's be honest, a lot of early mornings. Whether you're committing to the gym, getting back into a creative groove, or just trying to stay focused and consistent, you need energy that actually works with you, not against you. That's why I use DUBBY Energy. No sugar, no maltodextrin, no artificial colors of junk, just clean, natural energy from coffee fruit extract and B vitamins. It's perfect for hitting the gym, jumping into a long work day, or locking in for a full movie marathon without the crash. And the flavors keep things interesting, from bleeding orange and tiger blood to Japanese soda and cat classics like Galaxy Grenade. Clean fuel that actually tastes good. I'm staying hydrated right now with my holiday gift tub of Grandma's lemonade they just sent me. Which, holy damn, is so good. So if you're serious about starting your year strong, head over to dubby.gg. Scan the QR code on your screen. Or creep down into the description there. You go and use code Full Circle Radio. You get 10% off your order. And that's every order, not just your first order. New year, better habits. Don't be a dummy. Get yourself a tubby of DUBBY. DUBBY Energy. Be better. Yeah, this stuff's fucking great. It was they sent me a Christmas present. They sent me the tub of Grandma's lemonade, and I got my new shaker with the.
I want to try it.
I'll like put some in like a little like dime bag for you.
Okay. Gonna ration it out to me.
Well, no, because it's in a tub, so it's not like single serving. I don't have any single serving packaging.
Gotcha, okay.
Well, I think I still got some of the single serving energy ones that I was planning on giving you anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I was weary because I used to get the pine berry splash. I never got the lemonade because anything lemonade powder like gives me like the worst fucking agita because it's that it's just like overloaded with citric acid. This actually isn't.
Oh.
It's so good. It's so good. But yeah. So let's move on. So we should move on to Mark.
Oh.
Just slap dab in the middle. So what was your selection this week, Mark?
My selection was 1984's Unreleased. Nothing Lasts Forever.
to God, the Buddha, James Joyce, Ramakrishna, and Jesus the Christ that I will become an artist, no matter what.
Listen to me carefully, young man. We may never meet again, but I want you to know one thing.
What?
You will get everything you want in your lifetime. Only you won't get it in the way you expect.
You have 48 hours to report to the Port Authority Art Testing Center. And, try to keep away from conceptual art. Next!
This is a very, very good conceptual installation. Lifewalk 5000. It's a German conceptual artist named Klaus Wiener. He's on a treadmill counting to 1,000,000.
You are in flight. It's all right. On your way to the stars. It's complimentary. Lunatini time.
We have now achieved lunar touchdown. Please wear your protective sunglasses and have a pleasant lunar visit.
Your lunar consumer adventure is about to begin. Sorry.
All right. So, filmed in 1984, Nothing Lasts Forever was written and directed by Tom Schiller, starring Zach Galligan, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Apollonia. It had a budget of $3 million. The synopsis is, an artist fails a test and is required to direct traffic in New York City's Holland Tunnel. He winds up falling in love with a beautiful woman after he takes a trip to the moon on a lunar cruiser. Dealer's choice, Mark. Show or hold?
That's a tough one. I'm going to hold.
All right. Greg, you go ahead. Oh, no, wait. You went ahead on the last one.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'm noticing a running theme with Mark this season.
Oh.
This is the third film that was either unreleased or not available in the U.S.
Really? Oh, Song of the South. What's the other one?
Hollow Heads.
Oh, okay. I forgot that.
There's a running gag with Mark this season. But yeah, I remember hearing something about this in passing, like briefly. Like I didn't really have much knowledge about it. So I went in pretty much completely blind. And I thought it was interesting. I'm not quite sure what it was trying to convey, but I enjoyed myself throughout the whole thing. I kind of wanted it to keep going. It had this nice charm to it where it was getting. It got the assignment right, where it was trying to look like an old MGM movie, and it did, and it felt like it. It was pleasant. I had a few notes along the way, but I didn't feel like it dragged. And I just
it's only 90 minutes. Not even. It's 80 minutes.
Right, I know, but I've seen movies that are hour and 10 minutes that feel like they're fucking dragging. This did not drag. This did not drag. This just goes to show how talented Zach Galligan was, even because he was a stage actor before he started doing movies. And I'm assuming
his first movie.
Yeah, exactly.
He was in high school when they made this.
Right, and he was a stage actor in high school.
I tried to find out if this was shot before Gremlins. I couldn't find out. So
it was.
Okay. Yeah, same year, but I just didn't know if Okay.
Yeah, and that was kind of like I can see why he was a complete unknown before Gremlins. So that was probably one of the factors in them not wanting to release it. Besides the fact that it's Tom Schiller, which I like Tom Schiller. yeah, it was like I said, like I had some notes along the way, but not many. And it was a nice, pleasant movie. There was some absurdism to it, but like it worked. I did, I was kind of anticipating it at one point, but I was like, it kind of felt like it was ramping up to it. And I was like, 36-minute mark, we go full Wizard of Oz. Okay. Which fine. I was kind of expecting it, which I was fine with. I actually said, so because this was produced by Lorne Michaels, does this fall under the SML's universe canon?
We'll get into that.
Yeah. But yeah, I said, yeah, they were definitely getting down the overacting of the 30s and 40s cinema. I said I wasn't sure if it was the VHS quality of the one that was on the archive and stuff, or just the cinematography is that good, where this actually did look like an older MGM film, not just something shot in black and white like Young Frankenstein, where you can tell it was modern cameras and they were just boom black and white. Like it felt like, something that I would watch on AMC as a kid, back when AMC only played old black and white movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. It sucks that it never saw the light of day, and the fact that the studios keep trying to shoot it down. Like there's 2 copies on the Internet Archive, and when I was researching it, like someone had uploaded it to YouTube and it got DMCA struck like soon enough. Like anytime someone tries to do it, like people have lost their whole channels trying to upload this movie on YouTube.
That's true. I'll get into that later too.
So
I'm gonna just interrupt before.
No, go ahead. I was pretty much done.
Okay, cool. I'll springboard off something that you said. So getting to the look of the film and if it was intentional or not, or if it's just the look of the the rip of it. No, I mean this guy shot King of Comedy, Dog Day Afternoon, Annie Hall, Arthur. I mean he's definitely this is definitely intentional. And well done. So yeah, so I land just around where Joe is at the beginning, knowing it was unreleased and watching the first 2-3 minutes, I was like, I have no words for this. Like, what the fuck is this? And then 10 minutes or so, you get adjusted and you really understand what they're looking to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Like I get this. So like you, I thought it was pretty good, enjoyable. It was definitely something different. We can get to the elephant in the room right away. Like, I don't understand why this would be shelved.
I can.
Okay.
I can get into that. I have some.
Like there, I can see it just because of so many stories we heard of studio interference and shit. I could see 1,000 reasons why this would get shelved and never released. And none of them are good. It's just I can see why they would be stupid.
Well, spoiler alert, just real quick. This had 0 studio interference as far as the filmmaking and the editing.
See, and that's what puzzles me so much, because why would you shelve a film where you don't interfere at all and you greenlit it and you saw the script and you factored in everything? And the only movie I could compare this to around the same time, and I immediately when I saw it, was Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Have you ever seen that before?
Yep.
Oh, Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Steve Martin. Yeah. And I said, okay, did this movie come out afterwards? Did this come out beforehand? Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid came out in '82. It made $18 million against $9 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
So in every aspect of greenlighting this film and knowing what they're doing and having a somewhat successful, predecessor to it, why would you shelve it? It almost makes no sense to me. I'm really puzzled. Now, part of my issue with the movie, and I guess I'll stand opposite of Joe here. I actually don't think Zach Galligan works in this movie at all. I think he's too young, and it's not surprising to me that you say he was still in high school.
He was still in high school. Yeah.
He's too young. In fact, when I watched the movie, I thought they needed somebody like Steve Martin in the role, but he probably plays too old and wouldn't work after Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid either. So that wouldn't work. I think they need
the white hair doesn't help.
No. But I think they need someone. They need something different. It just doesn't fully work, especially when he's doing like the piano stuff. And I mean, it works when he like meets. Is the woman Apollonia that he actually meets, or is that she plays something?
No. Apollonia was the girl he was banging down who left him for the German.
The German girl, right?
The German girl wasn't a Marcy. Oh, crap,
Yeah.
I can't believe it. The
So that's not Apollonia either, though, right?
No.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, all right.
I'll tell you in a second. I'm pulling it up. It makes it easier.
I think they needed a younger actor for like the part where he meets the girl once they go to color.
Yeah, no. Apollonia played Mara Hoffmeyer.
Mara, that's
Okay.
it. Are you talking about Lauren Tom? She plays Eloy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think they needed the movie. It's in a weird conundrum because they needed. I felt it needed someone older for before they get on the bus or the train or whatever they take.
It's a bus. Yeah.
The bus. They need someone older for that part, but when the bus gets to its destination, I understand wanting someone younger for that segment. So, yeah, I don't know. I like Galligan a lot, especially in like Fright Night, but I just don't. I don't think it worked. Yeah,
No,
Fright Night.
Was Zach Galligan?
Zach Galligan was not in Fright Night, dude. That was William Ragsdale.
Oh, they look so similar. Well, I like him in Gremlins anyway, so.
His character in this reminded me a lot of Ewan McGregor's character in Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's a really good observation. Yes.
Yeah, I think they. Yeah, I just think with a different actor, it might work better. But again, even still, I don't think you watch dailies of Galligan acting in the movie coming together and shelve it. I mean, this movie is better than 1941, guys. This does not need to, this does not need to be shelved. I mean, again,
That should have been on the poster. Better than 1941.
it doesn't have Spielberg behind it, obviously, but it has. Like, you could market Bill Murray and just,
That's the whole thing I'm going to get into.
Okay. So yeah, I found a couple things really funny, like the rock concert, quote unquote, killed me, laughed my ass off. Hilarious.
They're just
the switch to
hitting their guitars with their hands.
The switch to color when what I called when they walked into the gay bathhouse, which that's not what it is, but I'll just call it that. It was hilarious. They could have left the song in the movie on the cutting room floor, but yeah. But I thought overall very interesting. I think the fact that it gets unreleased only adds to like the mystery around it and like the people wanting to see it. But yeah, I'm a little I guess Mark will get into it, but I'm a little puzzled why you would not at least release it because it only costs $4 million, and I'm hard pressed to think you would not make the money back just blasting Bill Murray's face on it. They shelved it. They could have released it in '85 on the back of Gremlins, on the back of Ghostbusters,
right?
Yeah, Gremlins and Ghostbusters, which both came out the same day. You can definitely release this just on that. Like, spend minimal marketing. I know back in the day or today, you spend about half a film's production budget. I know there was a studio back in the day that only would spend $2 million on marketing, no matter what the movie cost.
Canon Film.
It was an actual decent studio that would do this for a stretch of time in the 80s. But I don't know. I'm just very puzzled. You would at least, I mean, shelving it makes you zero money. Putting it out makes you something. I just don't understand. Yeah. But David Zaslav wasn't in charge of the studio. So
yeah.
But anyways, that's
yeah. So looking across like details on this, so it got one theatrical screening in '84. at the Harkins Cinema in Thomas Mall in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yep.
And it never got a home video release in any format. But it luckily was broadcast on Turner Classic Movies and on BBC Two in the UK as part of the Movie Drone strand. And it was regularly screened at midnight showings at the 8th Street Playhouse in Greenwich Village until the theater received a cease and desist letter from MGM. No explanation given to the theater or the filmmakers. So have at it, Mark. Deal.
Okay. All right. So I fucking love this movie. And I've loved it for a long time, and I've seen it many times. I've got the Turner Classic Movie rip that I put onto a DVD. I don't know how many years ago. I think it's a really lost gem of a movie. I don't think it's perfect. I think it's got flaws. Yeah. You could pick apart the storytelling, pick apart that Adam just wants to be an artist for no apparent reason and doesn't really go through any of the character arcs that a lead character should go through. He doesn't achieve anything. He doesn't overcome anything. Things just happen to him. And I think that you can criticize the movie for that. But I don't think that's the point of the movie. I think the point of the movie is just to be what it is, which is just a weird, quirky, dreamlike, not, I mean, it's a comedy, but it's also like, it's supposed to be surreal.
Yeah.
And this is a movie like you'd go to see like a Coen brother movie or a Tarantino movie. You're seeing it because of the director. You're seeing it because of the vision behind it. Now, this movie was greenlit because MGM made a deal with Lorne Michaels back in the early 80s to make a movie. And Lorne was like, hey, we got Tom Schiller. Look at the shit he's been doing on SNL. This guy is a visionary. He was like, he championed Tom Schiller and said, I want this. You should hire this guy to make a movie, whatever he wants. Who cares what it is? And the studio, MGM, was in trouble at the time. They were financial trouble. They were going through a regime change.
This was the last movie they produced before switching to MGM UA.
Okay, that makes total sense. So they greenlit it, and Lorne Michaels said, look, if you're going to make this movie, let Tom Schiller do his own thing. Stay out of it. Leave him alone. And they did that. And unfortunately, part of the contract was for some, I don't even understand the reason. But Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray were not allowed to be promoted as the stars of this movie. Like if there had been a movie poster, there's some mock-ups like the one you had put earlier in this show. That wasn't an official poster. That was one of many mock-ups. That was Tom Schiller's favorite, but it never actually came to any fruition. But they legally couldn't. It was they were going to market it as an SNL movie. It had Tom Schiller, the SNL short film guy. Look at Don't Look Back in Anger, the short film with John Belushi when he's an old man and he's
the graveyard
and he's saying, oh, everyone died but me, and here's how they died. Bill Murray, he's lasted the longest. He died at 38 and I'm the only one left. And then he's like, you know why I lasted so long? Because I'm a dancer. And he dances on the graves of all the SNL people. Like, this guy's a genius. And then they had Howard Shore, who did he did the score for the movie. He was the SNL band. He wasn't the band leader, but he did a lot of the music for SNL. A lot of SNL.
That was a note. Yeah,
what's that?
That was a note I missed. That was a note I missed. Great score by Howard Shore, who's still doing it today. So. Oh
yeah, for Lord of the Rings. What else do you need to say?
Yep.
So when the movie was finally done, what had happened was MGM was like, look, we don't know what the fuck this is. It's not. They were like, they wanted it. They thought they had like the next Stripes. You know, oh, here's Bill Murray. Here's Dan Aykroyd. Here's Lorne Michaels producing. And what they got was this. And they had no clue how to market it. They knew it wasn't going to make money because they couldn't promote it properly. And MGM was such a shit show that they were like, let's cut our losses.
the thing with Murray and Aykroyd was the fact that Columbia was basically pulling rank, because that was when what was it? Who the fuck owned Columbia at the time? Was it Coca-Cola?
Probably.
Yeah. And so basically Coca-Cola was like, and Columbia was big league and being like, you're basically our contracted stars until we're done promoting Ghostbusters. So that's why they couldn't be on the posters.
You want to know a fun little fact? And I'm getting a lot of these facts from a book called Nothing Lost Forever, which is about the films of Tom Schiller. And a good 4 to 5 chapters are devoted just to Nothing Lasts Forever.
Yeah.
And Zach Galligan was so young that he had scenes in this movie with Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd. And when Ghostbusters was filming at Columbia University in New York, he was a student there.
Yep.
And he showed up and he was like, hey, remember me? And like, hey, it's the kid from the movie that never came out or whatever. So like, this is such a bizarre Hollywood production. Like, they had so much going for it. And I think it should have gotten a release. Even, I mean, how many, 40 years after, over 40 years after the fact, the only way you can watch this is on fucking Internet Archive. That's a crime. That's a crime to me.
Oh, there's one other place to watch it.
So is there an existing print they could restore or anything? Do you know?
Somewhere.
Yeah, Tom Schiller owns it, because like that trailer I found was from when he did a special appearance of that being shown in 35 millimeter, and he did a Q&A afterwards.
Okay, so
Tom
if
Schiller has a 35 millimeter print of it.
Well, if he owns it, they could do something.
Yeah, I don't know if he owns the rights.
He doesn't own the rights. That's MGM is still like really litigious about that shit.
It's just such a weird thing. Like movies that get made, like completed, and then shelved,
like Batwoman,
is like one of those things that always boggles my mind. Like Batgirl and Coyote versus Acme, which is getting released.
Yeah, finally.
But like
Hey,
these things where it's like,
if Netflix successfully acquires Warner, all that shit's coming out. So
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting. But this is just one of those like really unique movies with a unique voice.
Yeah.
The SNL connection is almost
it's an afterthought.
Yeah. It's like this is a filmmaker's movie, not an actor's.
I asked my brother if he had ever heard of this, and he said yeah, and the reason he did was because he's reading the Lorne Michaels book, the most recent Lorne Michaels book, I guess, that came out. It's not a self-published it's not a autobiography, but it's a memoir someone wrote. But but it's mentioned a lot in it. So
yeah, Lorne Michaels really was behind this 100%, and I think it was really just MGM like saying this is a shit show. Like, we're in dire financial straits. We're in the middle of a regime change.
Right. And like 1984 was the year of every fucking ginormous movie at the same time.
Yep. It just didn't have a place.
It didn't have a place. And the fact is, they probably sat back and they said, here's the writer from SNL and 2 guys from SNL. And they were expecting slapstick. They were expecting Animal House.
Yep. They were expecting exactly that. And another little bit of trivia is John Belushi was supposed to be in this.
Yep.
He was supposed to be the old man who Zach Galligan
who meets outside Carnegie,
and says, you're going to make it one day, and then takes him to the subterranean lair or whatever it is.
The gay bathhouse.
Yeah.
The gay bathhouse.
And John Belushi actually died only a couple of weeks before they started filming. So when you see Dan Aykroyd in this movie, this is a man who just lost his best friend.
Right.
You see Bill Murray, like, people were grieving on this set. Like, it was it didn't affect the production so much, but it shows just what a presence Belushi would have been in this if he had been in it, which is I mean, I think the movie works just fine. I would have loved to see what Belushi would have done. He would have done the same kind of character. It wouldn't have been like Bluto fucking, or like Jake Blues shows up.
It would have been like the guy who played in that short film. Yeah.
Right.
Which I don't like, as much as I like Belushi, I don't think that would have worked. I think it would have changed the tone of the whole movie.
You know what? I think you're right. I do agree with that for sure. But I picked this because I love this movie. I've seen it a bunch of times. I really enjoy every minute of this.
Yeah.
Even when it's not coherent. I think there's some such good jokes in this, like the whole, the fake artsy scene of the 80s where it's like, oh, here's this a German guy on a treadmill counting to 1,000,000, and that's art. Or they go to this coffee shop where it's like this industrial, like German expressionism where the tables are slanted and there's steam shooting out everywhere. Like, I just love all that stuff.
It feels like every time I go to Real Artways.
Yeah, and there's some really great lines in here, like the girlfriend and Zach Galligan are like, they're in bed together and she stops because there's that artsy movie on TV that she wants to watch, and it's the size of like a postage stamp, and she's watching this movie. Like, come on, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend this. I'm glad you guys enjoy. I was worried that you guys were going to be like, oh, this is kind of nonsensical and dumb, but maybe I was selling the film short a little bit in my own mind, because it really is a hidden gem of a movie.
Yeah. And it's like, cause like anytime I watch a movie in the style of this, like it reminds me of like I said, like watching old AMC, like growing up, or like, being at my grandmother's house and stuff. And like, I got an appreciation for cinema watching those, like I'm a huge fucking Marx Brothers fan, a lot of people our age, like they never bothered with stuff like that. So,
right.
Anyone our age or younger, probably it wouldn't translate to them as well. It wouldn't hold that same level of charm.
Yeah, it wasn't part of their cinematic vocabulary.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not one of those saying like, oh, I'm above you because I understand this or whatever. It's just, just a sign of the times.
It's if you don't have a reference point, you're not going to get it. So
right, exactly. With people who go to film school, and then they have to sit there and watch, German expressionism, and they have to analyze the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they probably enjoy this more.
Well, Joe, didn't you pick? You did. I'm sure you did. You picked Down with Love as a selection. I mean, you don't ever see a sex comedy from the 50s, 60s. You're not going to get what they're trying to do.
Right. So, exactly.
It's nothing to do with you being like, better or you knowing more than some person, or you being better than some person. It's just, if you never played Nintendo before and a movie comes out and it's all Nintendo references, you ain't going to get it.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it
story.
is.
True fucking story. It's kind of like Havers. Like,
yeah, right.
I was gonna say. I mean, if you have zero experience with that, you're gonna get only the actual jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Actual written jokes you'll get, but you're not gonna get any of the other stuff.
Yeah. So if you are interested in watching Nothing Lasts Forever, it is currently available on the Internet Archive, and it is also available on Odyssey. Links to both of those are below.
Coming soon to Criterion in 2029.
We need to wait for fucking Paramount to buy MGM.
Yeah.
No, Amazon owns MGM, so can't do that. Yeah.
So fucking release it. Put it on Prime, bitches.
Amazon owns MGM.
What
they bought MGM. They bought MGM to buy the Bond franchise, and then realized you don't own the Bond franchise when you buy MGM, and then they had to buy out those people.
I feel like this movie is gonna keep getting kicked down the road more and more, and then maybe
Netflix owns every studio.
50 years it'll come out somewhere.
No, listen, we've talked a little bit about physical media, and like I'm a big champion of it. You guys are too, obviously.
Yeah.
Even kind of more so than me. I mean, I can't imagine where I would put VHS tapes or anything, but I I do think that there's, big interest in as physical media gets more, for lack of a better word, boutique-y. There's more interest in resurrecting things like this by some of those imprints. Zach Kreger's first film, Barbarian, has never had a physical release, and people are like, we need Barbarian, we need Barbarian. Yeah. Criterion's releasing Barbarian, just hasn't been announced yet. So
okay.
So you're gonna get, if people are asking for things, people are gonna start doing things about it, especially in the time we live in. So,
anything turn a buck.
That's it. Like, listen, if there's a
petition for the Library of Congress to put this in,
if there's a groundswell of people that want this, and if they hold more, one-off screenings and they sell out, you're gonna get somebody like Arrow or Criterion that says, let's do this. So, it's just,
that's part of the reason why I chose this, because more people need to see it. There should be a bigger call for this to get released officially. It's really not some shitty unreleased movie that got shelved because it was bad.
Right.
It got shelved for political and financial reasons and bad timing and all this other stuff, and it's a real shame.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. So spread the word, man.
Get it out there.
All right. So that takes us to our third selection, and that would be Greg's.
That's 2018. 2019. Right. Yep. Bumps right up against the pandemic. And that film is Ad Astra.
This is Major Roy McBride. I'm attempting to reach Dr. Clifford McBride. This is Dr. McBride's son. Dad, I'd like to see you again. I recall how we used to watch black and white movies together, and musicals were your favorite. I remember you tutoring me in math. You instilled in me a strong work ethic. You should know I've chosen a career that you would approve of. I've dedicated my life to the exploration of space. And I thank you for that.
What is happening out there is a crisis of unknown magnitude.
We believe your father may be involved.
My father's dead. What exactly are you requiring from me?
Exploration isn't always a noble venture. We have to hold out the possibility that your father may be hiding from us. We have a job to do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Released in 2019, Ad Astra was written by James Gray and Ethan Gross, directed by James Gray, starring Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, Liv Tyler, and Donald Sutherland. It had a budget of $100 million. Its worldwide box office total was $135.2 million. The synopsis is: astronaut Roy McBride travels to the outer edges of the solar system to find his missing father and unravel a mystery that threatens the survival of our planet. His journey will uncover secrets that challenge the nature of human existence and our place in the cosmos. Dealer's choice, hold or show?
I'm going to hold.
All right.
You guys can duke it out for who goes first since you both went first already.
Joe, you can go first.
Okay. I think it's one of the funny serendipitous things on this podcast that seems to happen more often than not. That we get we get two movies that involve landing on the moon where nothing is happening but consumerism.
I didn't even make that connection.
Yeah.
Funny.
I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, people in dune buggies on the moon.
Yep. Yeah, so I didn't watch this when it came out because it was during that time when like it was just all these space movies that I did nothing like The Martian and Interstellar and all that stuff, and I was just like, none of them really interested me. I don't know, like I used to really dig like reality space movies when I was a kid, like not sci-fi like Star Wars shit, but like actual like space movies. I was like when I was a kid, I like wore out my VHS tape of Space Camp. Like I was really into stuff like, NASA type of stuff. But I never bothered getting around to watching this. But I gave it a shot because I'm like, oh, it's Brad Pitt, it's Samuel L. Jones, all right. It was a lot of what I expected, a lot of sweeping shots with like ambient classical music showing the cosmos, and I was just like, okay, like everyone's always trying to do 2001: A Space Odyssey. And I was sitting there watching it. I'm like, why does this feel familiar? Why does this feel familiar? Why does this feel familiar? And then the moment he gets to Neptune, I go, this is fucking Heart of Darkness. This is Apocalypse Now. In space.
Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah.
And sure enough, when I was looking up tidbits about it, boom, that's one of the fucking things that a fucking writer said. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Really? Okay.
He was like, I was basically trying to meld Heart of Darkness with 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm like, yeah, that's what you fucking did. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I thought it was well done. Thought it was beautifully shot. I like the fact that he did practical effects, not CGI. Yeah, it was okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was okay. It was basically that moment I came to the realization. I'm like, Tommy Lee Jones is Colonel Kurtz. Fuck this. But yeah, no, but I still like, it was okay. Go ahead, Mark.
That's it. Okay.
I mean, I've got like other things that I noted along the way where I was just like, what? But that's my general synopsis.
Okay. Well, I didn't have too many notes about this. I have plenty to say, but I didn't write a lot of notes. But the first note that I wrote was, this movie wants to be a Christopher Nolan film.
Yes.
So bad.
Yes. Which is why I said Interstellar and all that shit.
Yeah. The second note that I wrote was, this is so much about daddy issues. It should have been called Dad Astra. And then
that's terrible.
My other shit joke was, it's so long and drawn out. It should have been called Ad Nauseum. Hello.
Jesus.
Okay. I'm done with the bad jokes. All right. So it's way too long.
It's very heavy-handed with the Christian overtones.
The Christian overtones? I didn't even.
Dude, there was so much religious overtones, especially for the people that were supposed to be scientists, and they're all fucking talking to God, and they're all doing the prayer to St. Christopher and this, that, and the other thing. I'm like,
okay.
Bro.
I really, really, really liked the special effects.
Yeah.
That it's a huge plus. Like, I forgot I was watching a sci-fi film. Like it felt real, like all this stuff. And when when Tommy Lee Jones shows up, that's where the movie it's where it picked up for me. I was like, oh, we're going into overdrive now that Tommy Lee Jones is on screen finally. And he fucking brought it. I don't think Brad Pitt was up to snuff with where Tommy Lee Jones was. I have a problem with Brad Pitt. I like him. I like him a lot. A lot of films he's made where 100%, this guy is amazing.
It depends on the role.
It depends on the role. And I felt like he was a wet blanket in this movie.
I feel like he was trying to play someone who was on the spectrum and emotionless and just really just was too much of an automaton in doing so.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, there was stuff, it started accumulating and bothering me. It's like, how many times is this character, like, this is a serious sci-fi movie with serious themes and like but every other scene was him surviving this incredibly crazy action sequence. Like, is this guy James Bond?
It was Apocalypse Now, dude. It was the same fucking thing.
Like, the first scene is him surviving falling to Earth from a space station with a parachute that gets holes blown, and he doesn't even break his fucking leg. He just lands in the grass.
I had a major fucking problem with that because I'm like, number one, the second, I'm like, why is he falling? They're in space. There's zero gravity. And then he starts coming. I'm like, he would have burned up on. He would have burned up in fucking re-entry. Like, bro, like, you want to make this serious, and you're just like, and that's literally, I had a thought during it at one point. Like, I just wrote a note because you see him land and thump, and you see him kind of fade, and you see people walk towards him. I had a thought that I'm like, this whole thing's a fucking dream. I was worried that it was going to be, it's a dream or it's a simulation, and that's why all this shit keeps getting thrown at him. I'm glad it didn't end up as that.
Yeah.
But I was severely like thinking it was going to end up like that for quite a bit.
This is a film about a man who cannot connect. He's almost a sociopath. He can't connect to other people, not even his wife. And then you get him on this mission where he's got to go to Mars first. And there's a scene where it's an action shootout scene between a Mars rover dune buggy and Mars pirates on other dune buggies.
Well, that was on the moon, not Mars.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say the moon.
It's okay.
And they're shooting at each other with fucking guns.
Yeah.
And he gets like shot through his air breathing apparatus. And when he finally comes to a stop, he's like, "Are you all right?" "Oh yeah, I just got to connect it here a little bit. I'm fine now." It's like, you just got shot. Like, it was way too much. It really this movie felt like it had an identity crisis. Like, it really didn't know if it wanted to be 2001, A Space Odyssey, if it wanted to be a Christopher Nolan film, a slow burn with, family themes, themes about loneliness, themes about humanity, themes about science. It just didn't gel. It felt like a Frankenstein monster of a movie. Just didn't know who it was. And there's good stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, there's good stuff in this. I didn't hate this by any means. I just felt that it was way too long. A lot of tonal issues. And the ending, I felt, was just really just unsatisfying. I don't know what I would have expected the ending to be, but it certainly wouldn't have been him falling back to Earth by how the hell he got back, like making the one space station explode to propel him back to Earth, where once again he falls to Earth and survives without a scratch. Like, it was just too much. And so ultimately I just felt like it was kind of hollow. Like, it wanted to be something way, way bigger. But it just didn't really do much for me. And I'm sad to say it because there is good stuff in this. But just didn't do it for me. Sorry, Greg.
Yeah.
No need to apologize.
Okay.
Like like I had put it's like I had a couple, like I said, why is the opening crawl so damn dark? Like I had to like change the brightness to fucking read it. I'm like, why can't you just use white text?
There's 1,000 things you could nitpick, really.
The
honestly.
religious tones are a bit much. Don't listen about it. Yeah, like I said, this is literally. Yeah, I said. I said what he's getting on the passenger, the consumer flight to the moon. It was Virgin Airlines. I'm like, of course it's Virgin Airlines. Because fucking Richard
I didn't
Branson.
notice that.
Yeah, fucking Richard Branson.
And his fucking heartbeat never gets above a certain thing.
80,
like that's a sociopath.
Yeah, or someone that's on the spectrum.
Right.
Right. Which is
But
what they
he's
were
not,
going for.
But he's not supposed to be that.
Yeah. I mean, I like the little notes, like the name of the ship that took him, the Latin name for it. It's the name of a constellation that was the king that was the father of Cassiopeia, and in Latin the name literally translates to home. So space is home. I was like, okay, I get like the little nods like that I got, because I always like analyze anything like that. The second they say the name of like the ship, I'm like, what are they going for? Or like the fact that the female, the woman who was on that ship, Ruth Neja. The fact that she was on that ship and she's of Ethiopian descent, and that constellation was named after an Ethiopian god. Like it's like I'm sure that was
out at you.
I'm sure that's exactly. That's coincidental. That's just stuff like you know, trivia nerds like me see. But yeah, or like the other nod that I like, because apparently some people they wanted to cast, and there was one thing they did with Donald Sutherland that I kind of dug.
What was that?
So Donald Sutherland was named Colonel Pruitt, and if you notice, he's a elderly, shadowy advisor who says, "Don't trust the government." Same role he played when he was X in JFK, who was based on the real person named
Fletcher Prouty.
Prouty.
I did not catch that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know, there was a line at the end of this where Tommy Lee Jones and Brad Pitt are like, they're having their big scene, and Tommy Lee Jones wants to, like, he's at home in space. He feels like he's at home out in the middle of nowhere. And Brad Pitt says something like, this wasn't a waste. I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, this wasn't a wasted mission, because what we realized in the end was that all we have is each other.
Right.
And that like gave me goosebumps. I'm like, oh man, what a great fucking line. I wish it had a better movie building up to it. No, for real.
Yeah.
Like that was a really good line and really connected all the themes and stuff. But I was like, but I feel nothing.
Right. And then what was funny was right after that, he lets him go and you see him screaming in his helmet, but you don't hear anything. I literally sat around and went, in space, no one can hear you scream.
I also want to give a shout out to the worst CGI baboon I've ever seen in my fucking life. I thought at that moment, I was like, oh, this is going to like be like a From Dusk Till Dawn thing where it's going to be a serious movie up until a point, and now it's going to be a CGI fucking nightmare. And it wasn't. It couldn't even do that. It couldn't even do that right. So, Greg,
every time they do a movie,
you gotta jump in here, man. I feel like I'm shitting all over this.
Anyone who freaking hovers Neptune becomes evil. Like they did it with Event Horizon, and they did it with this.
It felt like it was flirting with Event Horizon a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe they were like just tweaking it. It could have gone a little bit more into that, where he was like possessed. That's kind of what I felt like, where it was like, oh, hey, when Donald Sutherland is like, whatever happens with this mission, kill everybody, fucking shut it down. And I was like, oh, they found like the demon or whatever it was in Event Horizon, and it's contagious and it's sending out a distress signal to lure people in so it can infect. I'm like, oh shit,
this is Ghost Ship.
And it didn't even do that. It was daddy issues and
it wasn't a Tim Burton film.
So,
okay, dealer, show your hand.
Dealer, do it, man, do it.
Well, amidst all the negative talk, I love this movie.
Oh, damn it!
Which, hey, listen, listen. To be totally honest, I thought Joe would have been harder on it than you, Mark. And the reasoning, I think, a lot of people listen. I was surprised it made $130 million when you said what it made at the box office.
Lost money.
It lost money.
Yeah,
lost money. But I mean, I honestly thought it made less than its production budget when I was thinking back, because I saw it in the theater and I was blown away. I loved it. And then I listened to a movie podcast back then that has since no longer up and running, and they have 3 hosts and they all hated it. I'm a sucker for these kind of space movies. I have another that I almost picked, and maybe I will in the future. Also, really negatively received, and I think it's also great. So it might just be me. I do see where most people would lose themselves or lose, their connection to the movie with all the voiceover and introspection.
There's a lot of narration, and there's also a lot of dialogue that's off screen.
Yeah,
you're not seeing the actors, and I felt like that's a red flag. Like, oh, this got rewrites in post production. I think I could see people losing it there. Obviously, I'm surprised that you weren't into like the set pieces, because I think they're pretty exhilarating. Now, yeah, I mean, would he escape all of these? Probably not. It's
right,
but you already have to suspend your disbelief when the moon is a Starbucks hub. I mean,
right.
So
yeah, good point.
But I mean, it's sadly 100 years from now, I feel like that's what it would be. Like that. I mean, they did they did that in Futurama, and they were the first ones to do it.
It's kind of the most realistic part.
Then actually, they weren't the first ones to do it. Obviously, Nothing Lasts Forever were the first ones to do it.
Right.
I was gonna say. I mean, it's probably to the film's credit that it says stuff about stuff like that. I mean, and there probably would be moon pirates if there was a commercial aspect of the moon.
I think
there would be, but they weren't established. They came out of nowhere.
So
they sort of say it.
I watched the movie with the captions on. So like when he's there and you're hearing like the transmission as they're landing, they're like, be reminded, like the moon has no borders. All countries are trying to claim land. Stay in the designated zone because yada yada and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
But all of these people who are there with bad intentions, the best vehicle they could find is another dune buggy.
Yeah, I guess
they don't have their own ships or their own anything. It's just
I guess at that point you'd have like people advancing the technology of how to travel on the moon. Eventually someone would have a tank or something. Maybe right. That's just what it is.
Would go slower than a rover. Like that's
who knows?
The
I mean,
yeah.
The other point I will push back on Mark with is I actually thought Brad Pitt was going to be nominated for Best Actor for this in the same year that he won for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think he's really good in this. I mean,
this film got a lot of nominations.
Yeah, I think he's really. Yeah, I think he's really good in this. Yeah, I can understand the wet blanket part. The detachment from his wife is clearly obvious. It's the main through line, other than the relationship with his father. I do also believe. I also agree with both of you guys where Brad Pitt settles into certain roles much better. If you've seen F1, like that, F1 is Brad Pitt being what he should be doing. You know, that should be what Brad Pitt should be doing.
I haven't seen it, but it's on my to watch list.
Yeah, which is not to say like you can't flex your chops as an actor and try different things or anything, but you know, there's definitely a point where, you know, Brad Pitt's been acting and stuff now for 35 years. Yeah, it's like you know your lane. You know where there's a reason why he won for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and he didn't get nominated for this. Clearly he excels in one role over another. So yeah, like I don't know. I understand Joe hitting on the Hearts of Darkness is I didn't make the connection, but you're 100% correct. I'm looking at IMDb stuff during you guys talking. I'm looking at IMDb stuff, and other people have pointed it out. So obviously, you definitely have hit the nail on the head there. I like Tommy Lee Jones. I like Ruth Negga a lot. She's in a lot of. She's really good in a lot of stuff. Loved Sutherland. There's a Blink and You'll Miss It cameo from Natasha Lyonne because I missed it the second time.
Oh yeah, she was like at a desk doing something.
Yeah, she actually only got because she lived in the same apartment building as the director, and she basically found out he was doing this movie and like hounded him for a spot.
Yeah, it's like crazy because it's like, why is Natasha Lyonne like delivering one line in this movie? It's very strange.
There's another person who was in the movie, but their scene got cut, but they were in half a second of the IMAX trailer.
So who's that?
Jamie Kennedy.
Wish I saw that. Wish we got that in this movie.
Jamie Kennedy of
in
all
2019.
people.
So
wish we got that.
Like right on the cusp of Jamie Kennedy turning into fucking Howard Hughes.
Yeah,
when he did this movie.
Wow. All right.
So yeah, I mean, listen, I understand people's issues, and I can understand people even watching this and having a Mark reaction to like, did I watch this? Did I see? Because my brother watched it when it came to Peacock or whatever it was streaming. It's streaming on Peacock now. I don't know what it came. Yeah, I don't know what it came to first. But he watched it after I saw it in the theater. He watched it when it came on streaming, and he enthusiastically texted me like, "This thing is fucking awesome! Like, why are people not more into this?" And I'm like, I don't know. And then he rated it on Letterboxd, and then I told him that I had picked it for the rewatch, you know, for the podcast. And he said, "Oh yeah, I liked that." And I said, "No, you didn't like that. You loved that." And he goes, "Well, I don't remember thinking that." And I just sent him the screenshot of his Letterboxd review. 5-star Letterboxd review. I'm not even that high on it. And like he's like, you know, so yeah, I mean, all this stuff is fair and well taken. I don't, again, like just because I like a movie and someone else doesn't like a movie, you don't have to apologize. No big deal. Everyone has their own opinion.
Feel bad. Like I feel bad when I have a negative reaction to something that someone else appreciates because I feel like maybe I should watch it again. You know what I mean?
No,
maybe
listen,
I'll give it another chance.
Listen, I've talked about this with a lot of people too. Like there are tons of movies where I watched the first time and I'm like, I don't like this. Like I hated Train Spotting the first time I watched it. I hated it.
I think everyone does.
And then, you know, and then I watched it again. Why would I go back to a movie I hated again? I don't know. And well, that's one I love that movie. I mean, so
that's the way the Big Lebowski is for a lot of people. They hate it the first time they watch it.
I probably was just like tepid on that the first time. I was like, I don't really get what's going on here, but then you kind of get it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, like everyone could take this with a grain of salt because I'm huge into these kind of space movies. I could list a ton of them that people don't like, and I'm like, nah, I'm into that. I will say,
this movie would have been beautiful in IMAX.
Yeah, I saw it in Dolby Cinema. It was gorgeous, terrific. And then when I watched it, I'm kind of a little annoyed right now because I bought this Dolby Atmos sound system quite a while ago, maybe 4 years ago now, and I thought my Xbox Series X was decoding this Atmos that I paid for, and it never has been apparently. So I'm like kind of driving myself crazy. I don't know how to fix this audio issue, but whatever. But but it's in 4K and it looks good, but it doesn't look as good as it did in the theater. It was amazing. But Mark did mention that it tries to be a Nolan film. I don't know if that's the attempt, because the same cinematographer of this movie has done the last like 4 Nolan movies. So this guy did Interstellar, he did Dunkirk, he did Tenet, he did Oppenheimer. So I mean, so this might not be the director saying I want it to look like, or I want it to be like a Nolan movie. This just might be the result of having Nolan's cinematographer on your film. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Well, it felt like the slow burn storytelling with the sci-fi, with the excitement and the action and the themes and stuff. It really felt like almost like, I know it wasn't this, but it felt like a script that Christopher Nolan may have like looked at. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's probably because both movies, Interstellar to a lesser extent, this to a more bigger extent, because when you see Brad Pitt go through a corridor with like red lights progressing, that's an obvious homage to 2001.
Right.
Interstellar has some homages to 2001. Also a pretty introspective sci-fi film at times, but yeah, again, like I could understand tons of people not being into this. Like I said, I can't say I'm into every sci-fi, space movie. But yeah, a lot of them really seem to hit me pretty well, and I'm on board with Gravity. Yeah.
Because I have not seen this, and this is kind of like one of those films that kind of gets lumped in my mind together. Like Joe was saying earlier, there's a bunch of films around the same time that all kind of meld together, and Gravity was one of those for me.
Did you see Gravity? You saw Gravity?
No, I have not. No.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so like, I mean, in my opinion, like Gravity's one of those lesser films, but Gravity to me is more of I don't want to call it a stunt, but they're obviously the 3D aspect of Gravity in response to something like Avatar. They were trying to be like the 3D realistic space movie.
I
so
see.
you had to see Gravity in a theater in 3D for it to really like hit you. And it's a movie where you watch it once and like you're good. Like you don't need to see it again. I mean, which is not to downplay Gravity. I mean, it's a technical achievement. I mean, and 2 great performances and everything else. It's just, yeah. I mean, I understand that there were a lot of space movies that came out around the same time. Again, I have one that I will not mention because I might at some point pick it. They work for me, most of them, because I think a lot of them too. The big common denominator of most of these like science fiction space movies that are like some somewhat realistic space films, they have like great actors in them, for the most part. I mean, like
they get the A-listers.
Yeah, I think Sandra Bullock won the Oscar for Gravity, or she was at least nominated. Yeah, but like, they get Clooney, they get even Clooney did the remake of I'm blanking on the name, the Tarkovsky film. I'm not gonna remember it off the tip, but the Steven Soderbergh remade a Tarkovsky science fiction movie.
It was like Contagion, or no? That was Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
But I saw The Martian, and it was fine, but I wasn't over the moon about it or anything. So, but yeah. So I don't know. I like this a lot. I honestly, this was the second time I saw it, and I bought it right when it came out because I loved it so much in the theater. I didn't watch it again until like this time right now, and yeah, I liked it. Just I didn't write down any notes because I was just enjoying it, and yeah, I fully admit that like some of the introspective and the narration kind of can drag it down for people. Definitely, I totally get that. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm big time on board. The remake of Solaris is George Clooney and Steve.
Solaris.
Yeah. And I've never seen Solaris or the original film.
Me neither.
Yeah. Probably something I should watch since I'm into the genre so much. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a fan, but I understand people being like, because again, if your movie wasn't profitable before COVID, it's a sign that with Brad Pitt, that's a sign that like audiences were not into it. So yeah,
I think they were just kind of like space fatigued at the time.
Yeah.
Could be.
Also, I think
it happens.
I think space movies at that time, a little bit more action. Even though there is action here, it's like 3 or 4 set pieces and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like James Gray as a director quite a bit. Maybe he's a little better when he's sharing personal stories. I don't know if like this thing with the father is him drawing on his own relationship with his father, but he made a movie 3 years later called Armageddon Time, and it's basically the main character, the kid, is him. It's basically his life story, which is weird. It came out the same year that Spielberg's life story came out, Fabelmans. Fabelmans. So, and I think Armageddon Time is great. It actually has Fred Trump as a character, which is funny. It's very interesting, but yeah, it's I like him. So he has a movie called Paper Tigers coming out next with Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, and Miles Teller. Looking forward to it. So
nice.
Paper Tigers.
Paper Tiger.
Yeah,
it's called.
Paper Tiger.
Yep.
Yeah. There was one other thing that I found in like looking for stuff about this that I thought was kind of cool, that he had apparently Gray admitted during an NPR interview. There's like an eerie sound that plays over the opening shots of the movie. I think they asked him like, what is this sound that we keep hearing? And it's actually an altered and sped up recording of Tommy Lee Jones saying, "I love you, my son," over and over.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like,
I like that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would be if I had to place a bet. James Gray and his father had a interesting relationship. Actually, no, I gotta be honest. No, watching Armageddon Time, I know him and his father had an interesting relationship, and his father is played by Jeremy Strong in Armageddon Time, and who also gives a great performance. And someone's
got to pick up the mantle of daddy issue movies from Tim Burton.
Oh yeah. I recommend Armageddon Time too if anyone out there wants to watch something else. So,
there was a line that Tommy Lee Jones says in this where he's like, when he's talking to Brad Pitt when they finally meet up, and he's like, "I never loved your mother. I never loved you." And I was like, oh shit. Whoever wrote this is they went through some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, that's a hell of a thing to tell your son. Like, I never loved you. I never cared about you. All I cared about was my own goal of exploring space. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's co-written in the movie. Like,
it's
came from somewhere.
It's co-written by Ethan Gross, so I don't know but I know from watching Armageddon Time, he did have a interesting relationship with his father. So, but that,
Yeah. But if you are interested in watching Ad Astra, it is currently available on Peacock, also available on Fubo TV, Sling TV, YouTube TV, and is video on demand on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. I mean, you can get it at Fandango at home too, but they want way too much money for it.
I believe it's also on the Internet Archive.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's in like low resolution, but you can still see it there.
Okay.
Hey, you can just subscribe to a trial of Peacock, like most people do.
I mean, like the low level of Peacock's only $5. So
I know. Yeah.
I cannot pay for another fucking streaming service.
I already had Peacock. I've had it. Like, she pays for Netflix, I pay for Peacock, and
I remember when there was one bill a month and it was.
I'm
for
still paying way less than cable. I'm paying way less than I was for cable.
Yeah, listen, it's just the way of the world today. So the best thing to do really is cycle the streaming services. Month by month, cycle them.
Yeah.
Pay for one, switch to another, see what you want, go back, go forth.
That's a good idea.
So
yeah.
So
it's still way too complicated to just watch some movies.
Well, I don't know if you're. I don't know
rent them anymore at a video store.
Well, I don't know if you're a sports. I don't know if you're a sports fan, Mark. But being a sports fan is even okay. You're not. Being a sports fan is even harder in the age of streaming.
It is. It is.
Because guess what?
Oh yeah.
Because guess what? If you pay $360 for the NFL ticket, which means you think you have every NFL game, you don't, because there's games on Amazon Prime and Netflix and Peacock and
Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
It's bad.
What a racket, man! That's fucked.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So,
wow, that's.
But guess what?
You blame people for pirating shit.
Oh no,
VPNs,
not at all.
baby, VPNs.
Yeah,
it's our favorite. It's our favorite time of the episode.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have the skull.
The skull. Is that a crystal skull?
Yes, it's a crystal skull.
Are there aliens in your fridge?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked the crisper in a while.
All right.
Poker faces, gentlemen. All right, since I went first, my selection was, I believe it's 1992's Falling Down.
Okay.
Mark?
I have 1998's Unreleased. Just kidding.
Dick!
Run, Lola, Run.
Run, Lola, Run. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have, I guess I have the most recent, in 1998's Pie.
Okay. All right. Those will go into the drive. We will be getting together next week for a supplemental episode to go over the films of 2025 that we all saw. Me and Greg did it last year. Mark was kind of off, but Mark will be with us this year for it.
Yes,
I mean, last year we had to make it a two-parter, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had, if I remember correctly, I scheduled my dinner.
Yeah, that was why. That was why. Yeah.
Because I figured, we'll be on for about 2 hours. We were on for about 2.5, maybe, and then we're like, let's do it again tomorrow night. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we'll do that. So, I think this time I'll just make sure I'm available to run as long as we can. So.
Yeah. And yeah, Titus is here to tell you like and subscribe.
Titus, what's up, buddy?
I will say I told this to Joe independently, but I recently met Titus for the first time, and much bigger in person.
He's not that big. He's just a little guy. Everyone thinks he's big, and they're like, I'll bring him over to my friend Laura's, who has a German Shepherd, who like towers over him.
Like, he's got a big personality. He's,
and a head made of brick. So we're gonna we will be recording a supplemental episode of Wildcard next week for the 2025 year in review, and then we will get back to episode 7 of the series the week after that, as we always do. And I'm trying to figure out a method for us to do Cinematic Jackass for 2026. I think I have a thought. I'm going to run it by the guys and see how it works, and we'll go from there. But be assured, we're going to do more because, apparently a lot of y'all like The Grinch That Stole Bitches.
Cool. Very cool.
And people are going back and watching our War of the Worlds now.
Really?
I I have to say, I watched Grinch the Stole Bitches, and then I watched and logged the first 3 vacation movies right after.
Wow.
And even though I don't think that movie is anywhere near as good as any of the vacation movies, I definitely laughed more that night watching Grinch the Stole Bitches with you guys than I did at any vacation movie. So if you want to just laugh, man. I mean, if you just want to just laugh, it's a good time. You want
to laugh at my editing?
It's all good. It's all fun. Yeah. Have a ball.
I was just like, fuck, I need to censor this shit. How do we? Okay. It's learning every aspect of Da Vinci's Resolve is always a new experience for me. Because one man
good
producer.
Times.
I ain't paying people for shit yet. So please, be sure to like and subscribe. Like I said, our Letterboxd is below. You can go there and like literally anything in the list, it'll coincide. There will be a link to the episode where we reviewed the movie and every movie on the list. Like that's been upkept well. So yeah. Or you can just, if you're on YouTube, you got the playlist right over there with all of ours. And if you're on Odyssey, I am still uploading the old episodes. But you can click over to the YouTube. Also, what I did a few weeks back was I uploaded all of season 1 to the Internet Archive. So it's there on the Radio Defiant channel there. Oh. So so it's like the whole block of the season. And I'll probably do that for season 2. I was actually doing it at the time just so I could free up space, which now isn't a problem because wife got me another external hard drive for Christmas.
All right.
I have 4 external hard drives connected to my computer here.
You have a problem.
No, I don't. I just need the room for the media. Like, I needed the extra one because of all the shit that I have to, like, every time I encode and upload, these are large ass files. Like, even like, because unless I want to put them in shitty video quality, like, one podcast is like 5-6 gigs. So, yeah, that's what it is. But hey, we do what we do. So yeah, that's all I got for this episode of Wildcard Cinema. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Go to w.gg, Full Circle Radio, 10% off your order. We going good. And let's just mash it on out of here.